While I was rebuilding my basement, HOA Karen broke into my place with the police, threatening that I was locking people in there. Living in an HOA neighborhood comes with its quirks, mostly in the form of Karen, our self-appointed neighborhood watch. She's always been a nuisance, but this time she outdid herself. It all started when I decided to renovate my basement. I spent most evenings after work down there, hammering, drilling, and getting things set up for a home theater. It wasn't that noisy, but apparently Karen noticed the lights on late at night and the sounds coming from below. One afternoon, I was hauling drywall down the basement stairs when I heard a loud knock on the door. I opened it to find Karen, arms crossed, eyes narrowed.
What's going on down there?
She demanded. I blinked. Excuse me?
I hear noises every night. It sounds like banging and people.
I laughed, thinking she was joking. Karen, I'm renovating. It's just me. She didn't laugh.
I think you're hiding something.
I sighed. It's a basement renovation, Karen. Relax. I shut the door, thinking that was the end of it. I was wrong. A few days later, I was in the basement painting the walls when I heard commotion upstairs. Loud knocking, voices. Then,
"This is the police."
I raced upstairs, confused. Two officers were on my porch, hands near their holsters. Karen stood on the sidewalk, watching with a smug look.
"Sir, we received a report that you might be holding people against their will in your basement."
One officer said. My jaw practically hit the floor. What? No, I'm renovating. Who told you that? The officer glanced over his shoulder.
"Your neighbor."
Of course. Karen. I sighed. You're welcome to check. They did. They searched the entire basement, looked behind the drywall, checked the storage room. Nothing. Just paint cans, tools, and a half-finished movie room. One officer shook his head.
"Looks like a renovation to me."
I nodded. Yeah, told you. Karen stormed over, furious.
He must have moved them.
She shouted. The officers exchanged looks. One walked over to her.
"Ma'am, unless you have actual proof of a crime, you can't make false reports. This is a serious accusation."
Karen turned red.
I know what I heard.
They gave her a warning and left. At the next HOA meeting, Karen tried to spin the story, claiming she was just concerned for the safety of the neighborhood. By then, everyone had heard what happened. A few people chuckled. One guy asked if I was starting a haunted house. Now, every time I see Karen watching me, I make sure to wave and call out, "Don't worry, Karen, no prisoners today."